All right. So good evening, guys. Welcome to the email marketing masterclass. So how many of you are here because I sent you an email? Just type me in the chat box. Pretty much everybody here, right? I think not pretty much everybody, just everybody. You got an email from me. You have been in my email newsletter, right? For quite some time. And because you have been in my email newsletter, you have got this email from me. How long have you been following me? Tell me a year in the chat box. You have been following me since which year? See, 2020, some people are saying 3 years, some are 2019, 2021, some are following me for 2 years. Sandeep is following me since 2018, 5 or 6 months, Sushant, right? So what do you think is the best way to stay in touch with your audience? What is the best way? Email? Agree? A lot of people think that social media, maybe we can build a following. And Akansha Verma is saying past 3 days. So you are into my funnel recently. So glad you are here. Thanks a lot for that. All right. So one of the biggest problems with social media is that the platform in which you are hosting your profile, in which you have the followers, this particular platform is going to give you a middle finger, right? Sorry for the non-parliamentary expression here, but that's what is going to happen, true or not? Because every platform, there will be an initial growth curve where there will be a lot of users, and every creator will go and start posting videos. And then suddenly the user growth will kind of flatline and the creator growth will keep happening. So what will happen? So let's say Instagram user growth is only growing by 1% every month. But Instagram mein creator growth is growing at 5% every month. What will happen? Let me know in the chat box. What will happen when creators and influencers of the platform grow at a faster rate than the users? Saturation or content overload? Yes. So what will the algorithm do? The algorithm will prioritize. You tell me, what will the algorithm do? What do you think the algorithm will do? It reduces the reach. Kuldeep is saying correct. So the algorithm reduces the reach, and what else does the algorithm do? What does the algorithm want? What does a platform like YouTube want? Income generation. Yes, correct, Bharat Kumar. But how do they generate income? How does Instagram and Facebook or any other platform generate income? They generate income using ads, right? If the people keep watching videos, they are not going to make any money. They are primarily making money by giving ads. So what happens is that algorithm will start preferring shorter and shorter forms of content, which is more and more snacky. Will you go ahead and have a healthy meal, or will you have snacks? Eating snacks is kind of fun, but if you keep eating snacks, will you be healthy? Definitely not, right? You will feel bloated. You will feel kind of bad after a while. So if you keep having like ice cream, chips, pizza, all that, if you feel if you keep eating, you will feel low on energy and you will actually become sick, true or not? It gives a quick dopamine rush, but over time, you will kind of feel bad. So what happens if you, so how many of you have browsed Instagram while you were sleeping? You are like lying down on the bed, keeping phone like this, and sometimes you will drop the phone on your face, on your nose. How many people have done that? I think I have done that a few times, right? And then the only way is to, sometimes a phone charge will run out. The charger is not nearby, and that is when you will stop using. So how do you feel when you browse Instagram for like 1 hour? Do you feel great or do you feel like shitty? You feel like you have wasted, right? You feel like, I mean, you feel like energy drained. So social media is just like porn, right? It gives you like a short dopamine rush. So we have like a lot of analogies. Healthy meal, snacks, porn, real healthy relationship. Instagram, social media versus what is the thing on the other side? Atmaj is saying 1 hour gets passed and I feel like day epatra. So true. So on one side you have bad social media, short form content. On the other side, you have long form content. See, you have to read books like maybe Edge of Sanity, right? And reading books, reading emails, reading blog posts, long form content, or watching podcasts like long form podcast, listening to a podcast. This is all healthy information for you. Agree or not? And who do you think consumes long form content? Who do you think consumes long form content? Shivan, good. The smart and the rich people consume long form content, right? Pooja says content writers. Content writers also consume long form content to copy from it and write more content. That is a different thing. But one who wants to learn, Kushi Agarwal, perfect. Mindful people, right? So these are the people who are consuming long form content. So the first concept in email marketing, right? So what we need to talk about in email marketing is email versus social media. So when it comes to social media, it is low quality, unhealthy content, which is social media, right? So let's just put social media here. Low quality, unhealthy content is what you get. Short form, no in-depth learning, triggers jealousy. For how many people this has happened? You keep watching social media. अरे इसने एक नया कार खरीद लिया. अरे एक नया बच्चा पैदा कर लिया. अरे this person got married. अरे this person is having an international vacation. अरे bhai, my life sucks. Everybody is having fun, right? But what is the problem with social media? It is only the highlight reel of their life. You have to go inside their life to see what is really happening, right? Maybe in the future there will be something like a camera inside the house and you can keep watching them. Then you will know what is the problem happening in their life. So this is what happens on social media. You usually don't feel good, right? Bad feeling after using social media for an hour. So now what is the advantage of email? So again, social media they restrict the reach because too many creators. Algorithm restricts the reach. So just like a lot of people have bosses, right? In office, they are in the rat race, they are like in employment. How many of you want to start your own startup, do your own freelancing here? If you want to start with digital freelancing, just type DF in the chat box. Everybody here wants to become your own freelancer, right? Yes, working in a startup, there are very few startups where the work atmosphere is like very healthy, but there are a lot of startups where the work atmosphere is like very toxic, right? And a lot of people here might be already working somewhere and you might not be like working there. A lot of social media influencers call themselves entrepreneurs, but who do you think is their boss? All these people who are just social media influencers, don't have a funnel, don't have high ticket products, don't have services, don't have their own distribution. Who is their boss? No, not clients. Platform. The platform is their boss. The algorithm is their boss, right? And you have to please the algorithm. So how do you please the algorithm? You have to go and put shocking content. Like how many of you open YouTube? 5 years ago, you open YouTube It'll be thoda calm. It'll be nice. Now you open YouTube, every influencer is like, ऐसा ही करता है ना, every influencer. I've tried not doing that, right? I will be defaming myself. So look at all my thumbnails, it will be decent. आराम से बात करो, एक smiling picture डालो बस. So this is the problem with, like, Abhishek is asking, are you talking about Jayant? अरे वो काम करता है भाई, lot of views come, what to do, right? So that way, what is happening is that you have to please the algorithm, and the algorithm is your boss because there are too many creators, and your content strategy is dictated by the algorithm and not user needs, right? So email, the biggest advantage when it comes to email marketing is that you will reach all the people who are in your list. If deliverability is good, which we will talk about, like email marketing deliverability. So reach all the people who are in your list. No algorithm to restrict your reach, right? And email was invented. Chalo, let's do some general knowledge. How many of you know when email was invented? Let me know in the chat box. Dipesh, best. 1971, perfect. So 1971 was when the first email was sent, right? Was invented in 1971, and World Wide Web was invented, and the first website was published. When? Let me know in the chat box. When was the first website published? 1991 is what ChatGPT told me, right? Somewhere like that. So email is 20 years older than the World Wide Web itself. The first connection between two computers is Mubashir is asking, is this comparison built by ChatGPT? Do I look like ChatGPT? I'm writing this in front of you while in discussion with you. Cool. So what else is the advantage of email compared to social media? Let me know in the chat box. Mubashir, cool. I'm also kidding. All right. So what else is the advantage of email marketing when it, so email is also a very personal space, right? Email is a personal space and not a social space, right? And what else? People use email IDs for decades. When did you first create your email ID and how long have you been using the email ID? How many years? I have been using my email ID for 15 years. How many years? Just put the number there. Are Prashant is saying 23 years. A lot of people here are only 23 years old. Kushi Agarwal is more than using for 5 years. 16 years, 21 years, 9 years, 10 years. Isn't it so obvious that email is the best medium? Guys? So people use email IDs for decades. Email supports long form content, right? How many of you have read long emails of mine? Sometimes life philosophy, sometimes business advice. Just type long in the chat box. If you have read long emails of mine, right? Very long. And a lot of people think, Arey, itna long email kaun padhta hai? Those people are not my customers. Those people don't come and attend my webinars like this and listen to this gray bearded man right now for like 1 hour from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, right? So, you know how many people are live? Are you able to see how many people are live here right now? We have 245 people live. Imagine 245 people sitting in an auditorium, right? It's a lot of people. Sometimes we have 500, 600 people also, right? And the reason why this works is that I am able to reach you via email. I am able to capture your attention with long form content, including podcast, including emails, including blog posts, including books, right? and including long form webinars like this, long videos like this, I'm able to capture your attention. So do you think people who don't have the patience to read emails, do you think they will become your customers? Right? 90% of social media users don't become your best customers, right? And what else is the advantage of email? Can you think of any other advantage of email that we can add? And then we will move on to the next section. Today, I will also show you behind the scenes of my email marketing tool. I will show you how you can increase your deliverability and everything. Email ID mein you can do segregation. You can do personalization. Personalization, right? Was the spelling correct? Yes. So you can personalize and segment the audience. There is legality in communication. You cannot blabber in email. Perfect. Email is a serious medium of communication, right? Email attracts a more serious audience. Cool. Email attracts serious audience, sophisticated audience who have the capacity to have the patience to read, right? So, yeah. And people feel like you are talking directly to them. How many of you feel like I'm directly talking to you when you are reading my email? Everybody feels here, right? Everybody who has been receiving my emails for a while, you feel like there is a personal connection. And I end up capturing more of your mind space. And written communication triggers imagination. So how many of you here have used, how many of you here have read a book and also watched the movie adaptation of the book? Just type me in the chat box. You have read a novel and then watched the movie later. Somebody wanted to make some money. They took the book and they made a movie out of it. And do you think the book was better or the movie was better? Which was better? The book, always, no doubt about it. So let's say I read Harry Potter #3, Prisoner of Azkaban book. Okay. And usme there was this part, okay, Harry Potter is, flying on a flying horse and all that, right? And I imagine the dragon or the flying horse, whatever it is, and the imagination is very personal to me. I will imagine, Buckbeak. Thank you, Deepak, for reminding me that. So I imagine Buckbeak in my own way, based on my own life experiences. So the entire story becomes very personal to me. However, if you go ahead and watch the movie, you are watching the creative director and the graphic designer ka imagination. You are watching that, right? So another very simple example. Let's say you are dating a girl, okay, and the girl is sending you a love letter. Will you like to read a letter, or would you like to see a video which says that, hey, I love you? A letter is much more in-depth, right? A letter is much more in-depth. It's very personal because it triggers your imagination. So Shivan, I am using this app called Mind Node for Mac, in which I am building this mind map, right? A letter is always better. A written communication is always better because email and writing and all that, you can reread it, right? You won't, like, if you are watching a video, you won't like rewind and watch it. Maybe if somebody sends you, if your girlfriend sends you a video, you might rewind and watch it. But in most of the cases, how many of you have read one more page again when you are reading a book? But while you are watching a movie, you don't like scroll back and watch it again, right? Sahil is saying, sir, don't give us hope. We don't even get texts. That's why you are here, bro. All the people who are getting texts are starting with their girlfriend. You are either married or you are single, right? All the other people, non-single people, are busy talking to their girlfriend for some 8 hours. Cool. So it is very, very clear that email versus social media. Email is the winner. How many of you agree that email is the winner? Just type email in the chat box. You feel like email is the winner when it comes to communication channels, and there is no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it because you are not here because you saw a post on my social media that I'm doing an email marketing masterclass. You are here because I sent you an email and you are reading the email. Now, how many of you here actually have a email list? We can do like a quick poll also. Give me one moment. Do you have an email list? I will do a poll. All right, I am launching the poll right now. Let's see how many people here have an email list. If you don't have an email list, say no. If you have a small email list, less than 100. Some people, if you have a big email list, I mean, I have not even put 10,000 plus as an option. If you have 10,000, then you can also go select the last option. I am just trying to get an idea. So Varalakshmi, thanks for the suggestion. I'll just quickly drink a glass of water and cup while you guys are voting. Guys, if you just buy some email list, that is not your email list. You need to build an opt-in list, which means that you need to go ahead and have a proper people lead magnet, people opting into your lead magnet, and all that you need. All the people here are my opt-in list, right? So you can see the poll. 65% of you here do not have a list, 18% have less than 100, 9% have 500 to 1000, and 8% have 1000 to 10,000 people, right? So awesome. I'll just stop sharing the screen. So now let's go back. So I got an idea of how many people here have an email list. So what is the next thing when it comes to email marketing, right? So email marketing one of the best things about email marketing is drip marketing. So drip marketing is when you get leads via a lead magnet and then add people to a follow-up sequence to turn cold leads into warm leads, right? That is very much important. So when it comes to email marketing, how to build an email list is something also we will talk about. But if you have a landing page, right, you need a landing page. So you need to have let me call it squeeze page. So squeeze page is basically, or I will call it opt-in page, easier to remember. You need an opt-in page. You need a lead magnet, right? Many people here would have signed up for my free course. That's how you came into my funnel, right? You would have seen my free digital marketing course, and then you would have signed up. It could be a VSL also, right? You could add a VSL page also to that. Some people are here from DDIP, but before you came into DDIP also, you would have opted into one of my lead magnets. VSL is basically video sales letter. So video sales letter. To watch a video training, you have to enter your name and email ID. And that is one way. The lead magnets can be ebooks, it can be tools, it can be reports, it can be access to a community. So all this can be a lead magnet. So drip marketing is a very, very powerful way to get people into your email list and constantly nurture them. And how many of you here have been part of one of my drip marketing sequences? Venki, yes, you will start getting that. We are yet to build more videos. So you get broadcast messages and you get drip marketing messages, right? We will also talk about broadcast messages soon. So what happens here? So now I will go ahead and show you behind the scenes of my email funnels, and I will show you how I have set up things for myself. So the first main lead magnet that we have is learndigitalmarketing.com. So this is the page which we are advertising right now on Facebook ads, and people enter their name and email ID, and sometimes on phone number also, not sometimes, they always enter the phone number, and they come into my sequence. And when they come into my sequence, they will start getting one email every day, right? So if I go ahead and let's say enter my name, email ID, phone number here, it will go to a thank you page. So I will enter one of my email IDs here. How many email IDs I have? Can somebody give me your email ID? I will add that. Bharati, it's not opt-in, it's opt-in. OPTIN. Okay, so thank you. Don't put all your email IDs publicly. I will put one of the email IDs here. I will put Avinash ka email ID. Okay, I will call it Avinash. And phone number, my business phone number, which I don't use, that only I will put. So once people enter their name, email ID, phone number and click on subscribe, they get redirected to the thank you page. And in the thank you page, there is a link to join our digital marketing community, which is one thing. And there is also this video which explains about what is this whole thing about. So this is very important when you are building a drip marketing sequence. So what you need is an opt-in page. And after the opt-in page, you need a thank you page and a thank you video. Video introduction to welcome people into your list. Right, so that is something that is required. And Neeraj is asking, where have I designed this landing page? This landing page has been designed on Doric. So I'm using this tool called Doric. So that is where I am designing this landing page. You can also use Elementor, which is another option to create landing pages. You can also create it on ConvertKit if you have a ConvertKit account, right? So how do people come to this landing page? Pooja, that is a good question. We need to drive traffic to this landing page via ads. So I run ads to get people to this landing page. But you can also go ahead and reach out to people. Traffic to opt-in page. How do you drive traffic to opt-in page? You basically go ahead and run ads. So you can run Facebook ads. You can run Google ads. Don't put your email IDs anymore. Some people here will take your email IDs and spam you. So already I got some email IDs and you should have only messaged it to me, not to everyone, but it's fine. You can run Facebook ads. You can do Google ads. You can use social media. You can share items on social media. You can get it via blog or content marketing. So you can do blogging and SEO. That is one way to drive traffic to the opt-in page. You can do ads on other people's list. You can do co-sign up with other people's list. So somebody is opting into somebody else's email list, you also get added. Social media में आ जाएगा, LinkedIn, Facebook, and all those things. How else can you drive traffic? Using cold outreach, right? Cold outreach emails. You can send a message to people and ask them to opt in. Social media में आ जाएगा Quora and Facebook, Instagram. So Nishant, ads on other people's email list means that if somebody wants to build their email list, they can approach me and say that, hey Deepak, I will pay you this much money, send an email to your list, giving a free resource like a lead magnet, and they will opt in, and a bunch of email subscribers from my email list will go to their email list. Got it? So that is basically like a cross promotion thing. So these are the different ways you can drive traffic to the landing page. So coming back to my system. So first layer, you have this main landing page, and you have a thank you page. So how many of you think that this landing page design is good? How much will you rate it? On a scale of 1 to 10, what rating will you give for this particular landing page? Nice. 9, 10. Very nice. So this was designed by Shreyas, our performance marketer. He has a good eye for design as well. I did not make the page very heavy. You can also do like a page speed test, using GT metrics. So GT metrics is a place where you can test the landing page speed. So I will put the URL here and let it process. So now, once people are entering their name and email ID, within this particular landing page, what happens is that there is a Pabbly automation that I have set up. So it goes to a Google Sheet first, and then it gets added to my email marketing tool, which is ConvertKit. All right, so it gets added to ConvertKit. And here you will be able to see that there is something called sequences. And within sequences, we have this particular sequence, which is 100-day DM course with Sandhya. Click on reports, and you will be able to see the open rate for each and every email that is going as a drip sequence. Right. So how many of you are already part of this particular email list? Have you signed up for the 100-day digital marketing course? Yes. If not, you can visit learndigitalmarketing.com a little bit later and sign up for it. So each and every email gets a particular open rate, right? So this is a very new sequence. So the open rate is not that high. If I go ahead and check out, let's say 100-day agency course, digital agency course is something that I have built. Only 20 days is ready right now. I will be adding more emails a little bit later. So if you go to reports, so you can see 78%, 60%, 53%, all the way down, you can see 37%, 44%. Is this open rate good or not? This is good. Hey, Pawan, yes, I remember you. So I will tell you a little bit more about cross promotion a little bit later. Right. So why this is getting very good open rate is because this is what people want, and I gave them what they wanted. So let's look at the landing page performance. So landing page performance, the speed is like very good, right? GT metrics, A grade, performance, structure, all that, you can check. So the landing page is, opening fast. You need to drive traffic to this using, you can do it using Facebook ads. So I will show you one of my Facebook ads campaigns where I am getting new leads coming into this. So this is a Pixel Track account. Right now there is a payment issue. Payments are not going through. We are working out it to the bank. But let's go and look at today. So today we have generated 121 leads at 12 rupees 65 paise per lead. Is 12 rupees 65 paise good or not? You think it's good? Let's go and check maximum. You can see for the 100-day digital marketing course leads, we have generated 4,000 leads at just 15.98 per lead. So I'm able to generate leads at a very low cost because Shreyas, our performance marketer, has done a very good job in terms of optimizing the entire campaign. in terms of creating the audiences and everything. He has done like an excellent job. And that is one of the reasons the ads are performing very well, right? And when you have like good performing ads, what happens is that over time, the ad account will also get mature. And when the ad account gets like really mature, then you will be having a very high level of efficiency with your ads, because your pixel will also mature and you will be able to create better lookalike audiences with your ads and everything. So we run a lot of ads. We run Google ads as well. And we go ahead and put people on a drip marketing sequence so that people can go ahead and learn from the drip marketing sequence with whatever content that we are giving. So all this kind of forms into the deep marketing framework, right? So we have to talk about the deep marketing framework as well. So what is the deep marketing framework? So deep marketing framework is basically NCATT plus OST equal to R. How many of you have heard of the deep marketing framework? Just type DMF in the chat box if you have heard of the deep marketing framework. No? You have not heard? So deep marketing framework basically stands for niche, N for niche. And then you have content, you have attention, you have trust, you have transaction. Varalakshmi is asking, from where do I get good leads? Google ads or Facebook ads? Both are giving pretty good leads, actually, right? And then you have onboarding, then you have service, transformation, and reputation. So in this entire framework, building trust is the most important part of the entire framework, right? Because when people have opted in into your email list and you keep nurturing them with good content, and once you nurture them with good content and also engage them in a community, like doing live webinars like this and answering people's questions, interacting with your community, then the trust builds very well. Once the trust builds very well, then the transaction happens automatically. True or not? Right? So CATT is something that you already remember, right? CATT is something that you already remember. And I have added OSTR also because some companies do CATT very well, but they don't do proper onboarding. They don't do proper servicing. They don't transfer their students because people are not looking for information. They are looking for transformation. All this will build the reputation. And if the reputation builds, reputation will directly go ahead and connect back with trust. Because if you have a very good reputation, then trust will be built very faster. True or not? Everywhere, trust is the most important thing. In personal relationships, trust is important. In business relationships, trust is important. And deep marketing framework is basically a way to build trust, then do transaction, and a way to eventually build your reputation. So when it comes to this entire framework, it is not just enough that you just build the email list. You have to nurture the email list with constant value delivery, like I am doing, and also engage them in a community, and also go ahead and engage these people by answering their questions, doing webinars with them, and basically building your personal brand in front of them. Right? Without building your personal brand, you are not going to go ahead and have anyone's trust. Right? So here, if you have not joined the school community yet, I will just quickly share an invite link. Please take a minute to go ahead and join the school community, because if you have any questions about email marketing, you can ask it in the school community and you will go ahead and get an answer from me or from my team. All right, so coming back to this point, so I think deep marketing framework should probably be included first in this entire masterclass. Then we talk about email versus social media. We talk about why drip marketing is very important. Traffic to opt-in page. Then we will talk about broadcast messages. Then we also need to talk about technical setup, right? Technical setup. What do you have? You first have your own email ID, which has to be set up on Google Workspace, right? You can't send when you are like trying to do email marketing. You cannot do email marketing with your Gmail account, right? You have to go and use a CRM. And I will show you a bunch of CRMs. I showed you ConvertKit, which is one of the CRMs. So your own email needs to be there. You also need to set up something called SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. So the technical setup of it, I will explain in a while. You need to go ahead and authenticate your email sending. You also need to warm up your email ID, because without email ID warm up, you will not be able to send emails. And then you have to go ahead and set up your CRM. So custom email ID, all this comes under this. You need to set up your custom email ID. You can set up filters. You can set up aliases also, right? And then you go ahead and set up a CRM. So some of the CRMs that I recommend are MailerLite. You have ConvertKit, and then you have ActiveCampaign. So Dhanalakshmi, yes, I will go ahead and share these notes, not to worry. In fact, it looks like we might not be able to complete the entire email marketing masterclass today itself. I'll be probably doing a part 2 of this, right? So all these are different. And in ConvertKit, I showed you how to go ahead and set up your email sequence. I will also show you ActiveCampaign, in which I have set up like quite a tricky, follow-up sequence. So let's go to automations. So I set up something called a self-accelerated sequence, where you go ahead and have this system where if people go ahead and watch lesson 1, then lesson 2 is sent immediately. They watch lesson 2, lesson 3 is sent immediately. So do you want to be mind blown looking at the way I have set up these things? This is how I have set up just for 3 follow-up emails. Does this look wow? Just type wow in the chat box if this looks like, oh damn, what has this guy done? So as I said, we don't seem to be having enough time to explain what this is, but I will just quickly go ahead and explain. So what this automation it says is that if anybody is tagged, so whenever a new lead comes into the system, this particular tag is added, the first lesson is sent, and as soon as they click on the first lesson, it is set up as a goal. And here you can see this is the goal. So they come to the goal immediately and watch the second lesson. And then if they have finished the second lesson, they come to this goal immediately, and immediately they get the third lesson. So some people are like not immediately watching the first lesson. So they will have follow-up emails. I will keep reminding them. And even after 3-4 reminders, they don't watch the first lesson. They go to the second lesson anyway, after 3 days. So some people will be accelerating through the sequence fast, and some people will be accelerating through the sequence slow. So how many of you want to learn something like this in email marketing? Just type me in the chat box if you want to learn how to set up all this. In fact, if you are a freelancer and if you show your client that, hey, all this is possible, then they will be like completely mind blown, right? So email marketing, when it comes to email marketing, there are a lot of possibilities, guys. It is such a vast area. I have had like 15 years experience in email marketing. And I started my first email list in 2008 when I was running my bike advice blog. That is when I started with my email list. So what else do you think needs to be covered? Even though we don't have time to go ahead and cover each and everything in detail, what else needs to be covered? Can you let me know on the chat box? When it comes to email marketing, what do you guys want to know? So what do you want to know apart from what we have seen so far? How do you conversions, right? So conversions, technical setup, email content writing, traffic to opt-in page we have already covered. Email marketing metrics, how to go ahead and track email marketing metrics and all that. We also have to talk about hyper personalization, right? We need to talk about hyper personalization. How do you go ahead and personalize each and every email based on the content and everything? AI content for email, will that work? Probably it will work. Nowadays, AI works for everything. Google Workspace integration, we will talk about it that in the technical setup. Cold email outreach. A lot of people want to know about cold email outreach, right? So that needs to be covered. Identifying your target customer. How do you write email to like one person? So that will come above email content writing. email deliverability, right? Email deliverability. So uske andar we will talk about sending IP, postmaster tools from Google. Kushi Agarwal, multi-channel email marketing. What does that mean? Can you expand on that? What do you mean by multi-channel email marketing tool? So sending IP, sender email, warm up, all that will be covered. Is that all when it comes to email marketing? What else is there when it comes to email marketing? Can we discuss a little bit more about that? So I just moved to my bedroom from the study room because nowadays Bangalore is too hot and I started sweating. So fortunately there is AC in one room, so I came here. Cool. Um, what else do we need to cover in email marketing, guys? Come on. Let me know in the chat box. Advanced email automations. Okay. Conversions may will talk about how to sell on email, how to nurture on email, how to sell on email, all that. A/B testing, yes, very important topic. So A/B testing on emails. Email marketing case studies. We have plenty of case studies in Alpha Club who have built a very good email list and they are killing it. Click-through rates, testimonials, that and all is like general, boss. What is specific to email marketing? Cool. So we will probably do one more class on email marketing. I wanted to keep today's class. Okay, don'ts of email marketing, right? Don'ts of don'ts of email marketing. Sagar, I had a very long day. So many meetings today, right? I will continue this in another call, right? So list of words not to use while email marketing, right? So that will be covered in email deliverability. So content and trigger words that we can cover. Email etiquettes, sequences and workflows, that is coming in drip marketing, and email workflows. How not to get it into spam will be covered in email deliverability, right? SEO and email, I don't think they go along. There is nothing to optimize there. Storytelling on emails will be covered in email content writing. So storytelling, building character, all that, right? And I think one of the most important thing is that email open rates. I think a lot of people were saying CTR. So usme we can cover subject lines to use all that. Um, Profile image. So email content writing में आ जाएगा long form versus short form emails. Long form versus short form emails. Spam will be covered in email deliverability, how to deliver it to the inbox. Content writing में structure of the email. All right, cool. Guys, I think we need to end the session by 10 o'clock today because of some personal work that I have. But we will continue this class. I will be sending you an email where I will be doing another email masterclass and we will discuss further on it. How many of you found this useful so far? Did you find this useful? Just type useful in the chat box. Awesome, awesome. Super excited. How many of you here are DDIP students? Just type intern in the chat box if you are like a previous DDIP student. I know a lot of people are here. Awesome, awesome. Super, super excited. So let's go ahead and make sure that you go ahead and join the school community. And I will be seeing you inside the school community. I also want you guys to make sure that you guys are going to by the way, I will first collect feedback on my Facebook. I will just ask the question. So what do you think, or what did you learn? What did you learn today on the email marketing masterclass? So I will just make a post on Facebook and you guys can comment there because I would like to capture some of your feedback. All right, so this is the link. You can go ahead and leave a comment there. And I would love to see your comments, guys. All right, so Pavan, you can mail me at deepak@pixeltrack.com. Still, that is the best way to reach out to me. Deepak Kalani, soon I will be launching an email marketing mastery course as well. And while I was taking this masterclass today, I have pretty much created a rough outline of the email marketing masterclass itself. So it'll have 10 to 15 modules, and we will obviously club a bunch of things together. And anybody here has already signed up for Sales Mastery or Facebook Ads Mastery? If you signed up for Sales Mastery, type SM in the chat box. If you signed up for Facebook Ads Mastery, type FM in the chat box. And if you signed up for both, then just type both in the chat box. Interesting. Awesome. Cool. So the next mastery course that we are planning to launch is email marketing mastery course. And a bunch of people here have not yet commented. Where are the comments, guys? All right. I'm seeing very good comments here. So please keep the comments running. And people who are already part of school community, if you have already signed up for Facebook Ads Mastery course, you will be able to see your Facebook Ads Mastery course here, where all the lessons are available. Today, we added 2 more lessons. And every week, there is a coaching call for Facebook ads. The next coaching call will be tomorrow. And we have bonus resources and 13 lessons. So we have automated ad reporting, Facebook ad funnels, scaling ad campaigns. Automatic ad reporting is one of the most interesting videos you will watch, guys. How many of you want just a preview, just like want one free lesson from the Facebook Ads Mastery course? Well, whoever is going and commenting on the Facebook welcome post, I will give you the link to the YouTube unlisted video of Facebook ad reporting, which is a very interesting lesson. You would like to have a gift? Just type gift in the chat box. So Sunita, Facebook Ads Mastery course is only for the people who have enrolled in Facebook Ads Mastery. It is available inside school, but only if you have enrolled already. So the people who are asking for the gift, I will go ahead and give you the gift, which is one lesson from Facebook Ads Mastery. I will give it to you for free. So this is the URL. This is the 13th lesson, which talks about automated Facebook ads reporting. And you will be mind blown by it. If you are like a freelancer and if you want to go ahead and impress your clients with automated reports, sending them every day. So what this Facebook ads automated reporting lesson teaches you is every day morning at 9 o'clock, I get a SMS and a WhatsApp message, which tells me what is it that we have, how many leads we have generated yesterday, at what cost we generated, all that it gives me. Isn't that amazing? So just type got it in the chat box if you are able to open that particular link. So I'm just giving you like, one free lesson. All the lessons are like that. Bookmark it and go through it, and you will be like, absolutely mind blown by that. So let's go ahead and check Facebook. Some people are not able to comment on Facebook. I guess that's because it's a private profile. I posted on my private profile instead of Digital Deepak profile, but you can add me as a friend if it is still possible. So you can go ahead and do that. I will just share the link with you again if you have missed out on that. All right. Cool. So that's that, guys. How to join school community? I have shared the invite link. I will just go ahead and share that link again. And how many of you are looking forward for email marketing mastery course? Just type EMM in the chat box if you are looking forward to email marketing mastery course. So that is something I have not created yet. I will be only launching it once it is created, and I will let you know about the email marketing mastery course. And we will be doing one more masterclass, which will be for free, and that will be free. So one more masterclass I will do, and then you can go ahead and attend that also. I will send you an email about it. So thanks, guys. It's 10 p.m. I want to keep these sessions short and make sure that it is full of value. And at the same time, I don't want to like burn out, looking at the monitor from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. If I do it from 9 to 10, I have enough energy. I have got done with my day. I have got done with my meetings, met my clients, did whatever I had to do with agency clients, Alpha Club and everything. So in the next class, I will go ahead and give you a case study as well. And every time you go ahead and, come for a masterclass like this, I will give you some gift, just like today I gave you a gift. So that's it, guys. Good night. You can say good night to the other participants on the webinar as well. And I will see you guys in the next masterclass. And thanks a lot for showing up today. I will see you. Bye-bye.